we're going to be talking about how buyer's agents commissions are going to be handled moving forward with the new settlement. There's 4 ways that a buyer's agent can get compensated. We're going to go through that right now. We use a tool called the total cost analysis. So let's dig in. Let's assume that we've got a purchase price of $1 million with 20% down just to make things easy. Okay. It's going to make our monthly payment with a 6.99% interest rate, $6,600. All right. And change. Down payment is $209,000 and change because there's the closing costs on top of the 20% down. All right. This is the way it's always been. This is the seller is paying the buy side agent commission. Nothing changes in terms of the way the loan is done. It's just a concession. Okay, so there's some contractual stuff that we all know about. That's the only change in this particular scenario. Now let's look at a scenario where the seller is not going to pay for anything. Okay, the buyer is going to have to pay the buyer's agent compensation out of pocket. So in terms of the financing, it's all the same. The only thing that changes is that now there's $30,000 more, assuming that there's a 3% buy-side agent commission. The buyer just is going to pay for it. So the cash to close goes up $30,000 exactly. Monthly payment, loan amount, all that stuff stays the same. Now, let's look at option number 3. This is where it gets really interesting. We're going to add the compensation. We're going to add the compensation to the price of the home. Okay. So here, assuming the 3%, we're just going to put in $30,000 for the compensation. And assuming the loan to value is still the 80%, 20% down, the loan's going to go up by $4,000. Okay. And what we're going to do is we're going to ask the seller for a concession for the $30,000. So we're going to increase the purchase price, say, hey, you're stuck on it. You want your $1 million. That's fine. Let's just get a credit, $30,000, and it's a wash. The cash to close goes up by $6,000 because we're increasing the loan amount, and the loan to value numbers change here, as we can see very clearly. So we just minuscule increase, and that's a way to solve the problem. And the monthly payment goes up a couple $100. Again, not very much. So client wants the home badly. This is a way to solve the problem. Now, the last one is the one that I like it to something similar to going to a car dealership, and when you're paying, for the new car, they ask you, do you want to put that clear coat on, or do you want all these other accessories? And they give you the option to finance it. So let's look at it, what that looks like. The home price is the same. We're not increasing anything. It's still $1 million purchase price. But the loan amount is going to go up by the size of the commission. Now, for all of us that understand that once we go beneath the 20% down, we have mortgage insurance. So we take that in consideration. In this particular example, I think it's like $160 or something for the mortgage insurance. The payment is only $268 more. So not too much when we're talking about an $830,000 loan versus an $800,000 loan with the mortgage insurance. And that will drop off quickly, by the way. And the cash to close is the same as the first option. So, just want to make sure, the reason that we're doing this is that we want to make sure that you know that you have options moving forward with the new settlement. These are the 4 different ways that a buyer's agent can get compensated moving forward. It's actually really straightforward and simple when you have a tool like this to break it down. If you come up with a scenario that needs some help with, just give me a call. We'll take care of it. I'll run the same scenario looking at it, the 4 different ways for a purchase price, so that when your client goes into negotiation or when you guys are starting to look for homes, you know more or less what the parameters are, right? So get rid of the no seller paid commission option out of the gate if the buyer just doesn't have the cash. Or maybe that's an option. They just understand what it looks like. It's just a great way to help your clients understand what's going on. So if you need some help with that and you have clients that are looking for a specific price point, just let me know. We'll put something like this together for you and help you out.